Well, I'm actually filming this bit of the video after I've actually filmed all the stuff that you're about to see. Generally in the hope that there's someone out there that's able to help. But watch the video, see what you think, but I generally need somebody that just thinks they know what to do. Hello and welcome back to the channel. You joined me on a very miserable day in the UK. But if you all remember, all of my motorcycles, all of these beautiful stallions have been trapped in my garage for a long time now because of that beast of a camper van that is completely gazeboed. It won't start, it's broken down. But I've had an absolute nightmare, an unbelievable nightmare just trying to get it sorted. It's just become a mission. So I've literally tried so much. Bless him, the sidekick came around and changed the starter motor when the starter motor was knackered, hoping it was just that, not cranking fast enough to push the diesel up to get it to start. He didn't fix it. We were in the same boat time and time again. So I had many phone calls from many people trying to help me that I really, really appreciate. But what I want to turn around and say is that, bit of a surprise really, the Works channel Joe sent me a message going, pretty much, I think I can help you with your van if you can't get it sorted after your world trip. And I was like, no, I need it sorted now. So we got on a call. He sent me all around the van trying to diagnose what the fault was with the van. And he came up with what he believes is the problem. And he even offered to come and fix it. But what he said was that the diesel lift pump, he got me pulling off pipes and doing all sorts of stuff. The diesel lift pump on it is knackered. I need to get another one. So bless him, he sent me a whole load of links from brand new to decent used ones to even a kit where you can change all the bits inside. If I fancied roping in the sidekick or giving it a go of trying to fix the original pump to save costs. But of course, I was like, no, let's just get the best possible used one because it was cheaper than the ridiculous cost of a brand new one. And let's get it fixed. Well, today was the day I was hoping for that to happen. I've just come back from the world trip. Unfortunately, Joe's van has also broken down, blocking in his bikes, and he's unable to come. But I've got so much on. My deadlines are absolutely nuts. I'm behind because all the bikes have been blocked in for the reviews and everything coming out on the channel. And there's lots more coming up that I desperately need to get them out for, as you can imagine. And to be quite honest, I absolutely hate not being able to jump on my bike, go for a ride on a daily basis. So I made a call. I made a call to the one man that's been my hero so many times. And I asked, I begged, I pleaded, and this is the result. Well, Darren, sidekick solos, everybody knows. Yeah. You're back again. Like, you never let me down. To be fair, every time I'm in an absolute poop and I'm stuck, I think you feel sorry for me.
There is a bit of that, yeah.
But you're here, and the plan, if the plan works, is that is the diesel lift pump, high pressure lift pump. That's what we're going to be replacing. Apparently, according to Joe, it's not a massive job. Yeah, it's heavy. It's like 3 bolts, disconnects and wires. It'll take you like 10 minutes, you'll be fine. And it won't be awkward.
I hate it when people say that. It's an easy job, there's just a few bolts in and out, this thing's a bish bash bosh, you're off and you're on your way.
Yeah.
It never is it?
No, that's why...
We know that, it never is. So when people say that, I wish they wouldn't say it, because it never works.
Exactly that. And the thing of it is, I generally, because this van's costing me an arm and a leg, I don't want to do it myself. Because if I screw it up, I'll be kicking myself. You know, it's one of those things where you just go, no matter how simple it is, I'll mess it up then. Yep. And it's going to be a pain at the bum. Anyway, you've come to be my hero yet again and rescue me. So, fingers crossed.
Let's hope so.
Today's the day. And if the day today does go well, and we can get it done in 15-20 minutes, we're going to take out the bikes. But we're going to take out the bikes, and the Psychic Solo is going to take the scrambler, and he's going to do a review for his channel. So after this episode, well, this probably will come out in a while because I've got the world trip coming out. But once you've seen this, I'm going to put a link in, so you'll be able to click at the end of the video, and you'll be able to see him riding that. So we're going to have the victory thing, if it all goes according to plan today, of pulling the bikes out. Yeah. And then we're going to swap to your channel and start all the bikes up. They've been in here for ages. Anyway, shall we cue the music? You crack on, I'll make you a really nice cup of coffee.
Let's get on with it.
Well, I've been tasked with a very important job as the sidekick working away on the van. And that's to not get in the way and keep him dry with the brolly.
Yeah, you're not doing that very well, are you?
I'm failing at. But, look, This is good when you're told to keep out of the way. It says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So you think it's a nice easy job then? 15 minutes?
It's down there behind all those pipes and everything.
Hang on.
So
it's down where? Point out.
In here.
Yeah, it's just down there in there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, down there.
So although it's only 3 bolts holding it in, it's getting to those 3 bolts and all the pipes. So yeah, it looks fairly simple, but nothing ever is as good as fun, is it?
So you reckon you can do it in 5? We can edit it so you can do it in 5.
Alright, okay, do that, yeah.
So the reason why I don't like doing things is because it's always a pain up the butt, and I can guarantee it will go wrong. Well, of course, the psychic did it without any problems whatsoever at all. Well, it was only, what, 3 bolts, couple of connectors off, and you just whipped it out, right?
No. It's been a pain in the arse as usual, isn't it? Like I said to you, it wasn't going to be that easy.
I shouldn't have said it, should I? I should have said, oh, I'll be fine, it'll be easy.
We've just had to do a YouTube search, haven't we, on how to take thermostat housing off, because we've realised that as you take the pump out, it's a thermostat housing. Couldn't struggle getting on the last bolt to untake it, the diesel pump out as well. So there has been some choice words going on, hasn't there? But this should now.
This is the moment. Come on, come on. Come on. Oh, it's like holding up a trophy.
I just hope this is what's wrong with it.
So do I.
But it's still got the bolt in it, because we couldn't get that out.
Well, the plus side of it is the bacon's on.
Thank God for that, I'm starving.
Do you want coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Coffee, bacon.
Lord,
if this doesn't work, right?
If this doesn't work,
we'll tow it.
Probably what we'll ought to do is edit this out of the video, because we're going to torch it and do an insurance job.
Yeah, that's what we'll do.
Don't put that in the video though.
No, I won't.
I'm
But
going
it'd
to
be
launch
good.
this through the windscreen, chuck a can of petrol in there and set fire to it.
Well, if we leave it, it'll make good content.
Yeah, it's true.
I just won't get paid. Right, bacon butties, fuel pump back in. I reckon one turn of the key and it'll just fire up. I shouldn't have said that, should I? Well, you know when you're a proper, fully qualified engineer, not these ones that just get off the internet like many people and just claim, but when you're properly qualified,
yeah,
you don't just eat a bacon sandwich, because that's what cheap people do. You go, ready? You go.
About time. Starving.
You go baguette. That's
Bacon.
like executive London people only eat bacon in a baguette.
It's a bacon.
Shit, bagel. Only executive people eat out of a bagel.
Lovely.
So this now makes you a proper qualified engineer.
Lovely. Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. You got a bit on your lip just there. Not just that, that's the original helmet head mug. That means you're even more qualified now. And I'm going to put this camera right there in your face, because it's really high definition. So it can eat, so people can see you eating the food. There we go. See? That's your whole reward.
Oh, thanks.
For today. Well, he's changed the pump.
At last.
Put the thermostat back on. There's no water in it, but we're going to try and turn it.
See what happens.
I hope so, don't you?
I'm fed up with it.
Right, fingers crossed, people. Fingers crossed. So we're trying to prime it by turning it and giving it about 10 seconds or so, because it should prime itself.
Turn it off again, because it sounds like it's doing something.
Oh. The psychic can hear something.
That's it. Off again. On again.
Off and on, off and on.
Yeah, fuel coming. Weren't doing that last time.
Right, shall we try it?
Do it, just cycle it again.
Just keep cycling it. I'm following the instruction. Oh, you can hear air?
Yeah. Off.
Oh, this is good. This is good.
On.
Turn of the key, here we go.
Cycle it a few more times.
It sounds like it's got something there. So we've just tightened the fuel filter casing as well. So we're going to try it again. Here we go. Well, we're trying to turn it over and over and over. You can hear air.
I can see, yeah, wasn't doing this before. We weren't getting any air bubbles or anything out of the injectors, but now when we crank them off, there is air coming out, so we're hopeful it might go.
We use a bit of an easy start.
So we're going to cheat.
We're going to try. Right, here we go. Ignition on.
Yeah, start cranking it over.
And
again.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Again?
Yeah.
Don't like it. Well, it's actually now a week later. We didn't start the van at all. We kept trying and trying, and in the end Darren had to go home. During this week I've developed a chest infection, and I'll be honest, this is the worst I've felt in a long time. But today could be a good day, because when Darren left, his plan was to go back and look at the wiring diagrams, because he thinks potentially it's a wiring issue. He did speak to Joe from the Works channel, and they're like, you need to start tracing wires. So he's gone back to research the entire wiring diagram for the mighty camper. So hopefully when he finishes work today, he's going to come over and give it another go. I'm about 600 quid into this now. I have ordered a new thermostat housing because that was broken last week. You probably know that because this is going to continue this video, hopefully, if it starts. The bike's, of course, a trap for another week. So as you can imagine how gutted I am, because I've got so much stuff like literally built up that needs to be filmed. It's absolutely crazy. And I need to get access to this bike, so I need to get on. I could start filming stuff in the garage, but it just wouldn't look as good or professional. And obviously I'm working with a lot of top brands. So I need to get on with that so I can start getting the reviews filmed again. I just need my bikes out of the garage. It's not like this has been a week or two. This has been going on forever. And it just feels like the only people that are helping me are having to do their best. And, you know, they can't just turn up and spend hours and hours and hours doing it. So I'm having to rely on when we've got a spare bit of time and between my shifts and theirs. But hopefully this will work, because I am at the point where if I can't fix it, because it's causing me so much hassle, I might end up having to put the van up on eBay and sell it as spares and repairs and lose thousands of pounds that I really don't want to do, because I really do actually like that van. It's set up perfectly for the channel, what I need to do. Anyway, I'm going to grab myself a coffee. I promised Darren I'd go and get bacon and a beer, or I'll offer him sausage if he wants sausage, and a beer for when he's working on the bike, because obviously it's after when he finishes work. This is another Saturday. The next Saturday I'm going on. I'm ill. Right, I'm going to go get that, and then hopefully he'll be here soon. And I just hope we can get this van to start. This is mental. This is really crazy how long this is taking to get anything done. So, Darren the psychic.
Yep.
You've spent an entire week in a Buddhist temple staring at wiring diagrams, learning the art of electrics and auto, whatever it is. I mean, I know you're tired and you've been at work studying, but what do you reckon is going to happen today? Have you got an idea of what we're doing?
I don't know. Right, well, what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and check for electrical faults. So these are the three plugs that go down. One of these plugs goes to the pump on the... Yeah, it goes down to the pump. I've got to remember myself because we've just got here and I'm trying to think what we're doing.
And you've been at work all morning.
And I've been at work all morning, so now I've got to think about this again. So yeah, so basically we're going to check wiring between the plugs that go onto the pump and to the ECU. So we need to check for... We're going to have to switch these on and see if we're getting any voltage on these. And then if we're not, then we've got to check for continuity between here and the ECUs, the ECU plugs, to make sure that the wiring is fully intact. Now, I couldn't actually find the proper wiring diagram for this online without spending any money. And I know you're too tight to spend any money. So,
to be fair, I would have at this point, I think. I've put that much into the flipping thing.
Well, if we have to, that's what we'll have to do. But basically what we'll do is we'll strip some of these back and just look for the colours. We'll look for the colours up here. We'll check we'll find the colours from these up at the plugs. It's easier if you know which plugs you're going to, but we'll work it out. Yeah, and we're just now going to see if it's electrical gremlins. And it's just, this now just becomes a bit more of a headache.
Yeah. It's like break, I feel like it's, what's the word, break or make or break?
Make or break.
To the point where it's like, it's going to end up going on eBay at this rate and losing thousands of pounds, because it's just like, it's got to be done, isn't it? But positivity. I have got you sausage, if you want my sausage, and I have got you
fresh?
Well, it's my sausage, it's dangling still. Plus, as well as, I've got you American beer, so we can make that silly thing that they did on an advert years ago. Once we do it, nobody will actually realise what we're talking about, because nobody's probably ever seen the advert, because it was years ago. But we're going to do that as well, just to make it exciting.
Trying to make electrical things as exciting as we can.
Well, to be fair, I just van fix, so I'm going to make the video as exciting as I can. But anyway, I'm going to get your coffee, you're going to work, I'm going to stand around and stare and pretend I know what I'm doing as per usual, and start praying, I think.
Yeah.
So, Darren has, not me, I keep saying the word we because I'm not doing anything, but you've disconnected all the wiring and it's had a lot chopped into it.
Yeah, so we took the ECU out, pulled all the wiring out. There is a lot of wiring that has had stuff chopped into, bits messed about with, obviously because it was an ambulance sort of thing at one point, it's been messed about with. So there's wires there that don't look great, and we've had a look at it and then decided, I can't even remember where we got to then, but we decided we'd plug the fuel pressure regulator in, which is what in the fuel pump lets the fuel from one side of the pump to the other, to the return to the supply, I think. And we just did another test on this, and we're actually getting battery voltage down through this now.
But we think we were getting 2 volts.
We weren't getting the correct voltage at it before, but now we've moved some stuff about, it would appear that we're getting voltage, the correct voltage down here now. So what we're going to do is actually put it back together and just see if it's working properly or not. Because it might be the case that there's a wiring issue, we've wiggled things about and it's now working. Which, if it is the case,
it's working. It makes it means we'll potentially get a new wiring loom later down the line.
We
if we can get
could
it
chase all this about and try and find the proper issue, or we could just get an engine wiring loom for it, chuck that one away because it's been messed about with so badly, and put a new one in. Maybe,
as long as we can move the van in the meantime. That's the thing.
This could be wrong. It could just be we barking at the wrong tree again, and we'll have to look at something else in a minute. But we're just going to plug this in and see what happens.
Right, I'm having a beer. So what we're going to do now is test the fuel regulator pressure sensor by, well, you've gone home and rigged up a power connection just there, a cable that you can plug onto the end. What we need to hear is a click. Now, obviously I've bought a second pump, so it'd be crazy for both of them to be knackered, but it can happen. So this is a test, because once we rig up the power to this, if one of them or either of them, both of them click, then it's not the fault. But if it is, then that is what I've got to order next. But here we go. Hang on a minute, I'm going to put you really close. So I want to click. And we're getting a click.
We're getting a click.
But not a click from when we do it from there.
Click from the wiring on the van. Now that is strange.
Let's try the other one as well.
But we're getting voltage at the plug though.
So why is that not working?
What is going on? Okay, and this one.
So it works. They both work. So what the heck?
But we're getting battery voltage down there.
Maybe we're not hearing it there, we're hearing it in here. So we try again and see if we can hear it. So nothing has worked, literally nothing at all. Darren's thinking potentially changing the entire wiring loom, and he thinks it could be an electrical fault still. There's power going to that pump in regards to the thing that moves, like my brain's going at this point. What makes no sense why that's not clicking. What I do know is that this has gone on for weeks, well, month, 6 weeks now, something like that. And I need access to those bikes, and I really need access to those bikes literally this week. So I've got a couple of options. I can either spend another 150 odd quid on a wiring loom, praying that that's going to help, chucking more money at it. I can somehow fund what's going to cost me quite a lot from here to get this towed all the way up to Midnight Autos, so Lee can basically fix it, because I'm sure the man can. Or someone out there is able to help me. So if there's someone that can tow it to get it there, or somehow know what's going on with this and really gets it, let me know. Because this video is not even supposed to be out now. This is supposed to come out after the world trip, and it's supposed to be the build up to getting the bites and stuff out. I'm at the point where I'm reaching out and saying, is there anyone out there? Can anyone fix a van and get me back on the road ASAP?